Well, hello everyone, F27 here again, out on the Ninja 650. Just a ride out today just to try and get some miles on the bike. Trying to tick these miles off so I can get her in for her first service. So coming up to about 250 miles now under my belt. We've got to get to somewhere near the 600. We've had little chance to get out over the last week or two. We've been away for a couple of long weekends before little man goes back to school this week. So we had a long weekend in Skegness, and then we've just come back from a long weekend stopping in Winchester, but each day was a drive out to somewhere different on the coast, which was really good. And then in between those weekends away, I'm back at work, and the evenings have been pretty shocking weather-wise, so not really fancied a quick nip out on the bike before my tea. Now today has brightened up. It's windy and it's reasonably cool, but we've got blue skies over here. I'm just coming into Hinsford in Staffordshire at the moment. It's pretty cloudy and dismal over where I live, near Tamworth. Seem to be heading the right direction for weather. The main reason for this ride is to clock up some miles. So I've done a couple of little trips out without filming anything, but I'm filming this one because I've got a new camera on the helmet. My little GoPro Hero 3 has been causing me some problems. It's corrupting my SD cards. I've lost 2 decent SD cards through it. It's been recording, or it certainly registers that it's recorded, but as soon as you try and open the files, they corrupt, and it's knackered the SD cards as well, so you can't even format the SD cards. They're binned. So I don't know what that is. I don't know whether that's a firmware problem or whether the camera is well and truly dead. I don't know if anybody knows anything about GoPro Hero 3s. It was a reconditioned one that I bought off Fleabay, and it has served me quite well. So new camera is a Drift Ghost, not the XL one though, it's the standard one, and I bought that new from Sports Bike Shop. And if you saw my last video, which was the full bike reveal video, that was filmed with this camera. I forgot to mention it. Reasonably pleased with the results so far, although on the last video you might have noticed that the horizon was slightly sloping, a bit like a 1960s Batman villain's hideout.
Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Hey hey hey! Holy smoke!
Surrender, you rat!
Where everything was sloping. So obviously anybody with a drift camera knows that you can rotate the lens, so I've rotated the lens slightly and see if that will correct the issue. It's all guesswork. But yeah, it seems to be alright, this camera. I know they do have their problems, but we'll see how we get on. You certainly don't know that you got it on your helmet the same as you do with a GoPro style camera. I had my Hero chin mounted, and you could certainly feel the weight of it. But this one sits nice and neat on the side of the helmet. Yeah, just coming on to Cannock Chase here from Pye Green. There's no rhyme, reason or plan to this ride. I'm just making turn decisions on the fly. Like I say, it's just to clock the miles up and to get out and have a ride. Which is bank holiday weekend. I've noticed that the roads are quite busy. There's a lot of numpties about as well. He says, as another one appears. This is what. There's a blue sky gone, it's over there. There's a German cemetery at the back, that's the Commonwealth at the front there, and then the German cemetery at the back. I think they're mainly airmen and stuff, and I think there's quite a few from the First World War. Maybe some prisoners. Cannock Chase has got a big military history to it. It was used as a training camp during the First World War, and there's still remnants of that dotted about. You'll find hard standings where the camps used to be, and also there's a part not far from here where you've still got all the remnants of the shooting ranges, the butts and firing points and whatnot. course it's swarming with mountain bikers these days. This is a popular spot. People come from miles around to huff and puff their mountain bikes around the tracks. I used to do the same, but many years ago, with a group of us, when I was in the territorial army, we used to come over camp chase on mountain bikes to keep fit. That was probably well over 20 years ago. Like I said, I'm only just knocking on the door of 250 miles on this bike now, but it's amazing how quickly you gel with a bike. Starting to find my way around it. I love the seating position. And the suspension's pretty good actually, considering it's, you know, got minimal adjustment. It's only adjustments on the rear shock. It's set up quite well. The tyres, I can't remember what I said they were. Were they Dunlop Road Sport or something like that? Yeah, I'm really confident in the tyres. I feel really sure-footed. What's he doing? Brakes are good, clutch is light, the TFT is lovely. I am enjoying it. She sounds okay. Looks nice. I am happy. Just can't wait to give her some beans. Yeah, she's pretty nimble, I must admit. Does tip in quite well. Not super fast, but you know, I think it's a good all-round bike. It does a bit of everything reasonably well. I've been looking for some semi-rigid panniers. I found some looked like a good option by Shad, S-H-A-D. They've got there's a mounting kit which fixes to the bike, and then the panniers fixed to that, which I think I prefer than having the panniers that drop over the seat. They look pretty good. They're not extortionately priced either. So I'll have to have a look in my wallet later. We'll get a torch out. See if we can find anything at the bottom. Recently I've been watching a bit more YouTube, try and catch up, and I've been enjoying the Motourev channel over the last week or so with the Normandy tour videos that Craig's been putting up. Motourev are fellow Midlanders. I've been on there a little while now, and I've had some tour videos up with stuff that they've done together in the UK. and I think the Normandy trip is their first excursion abroad, and you should give it a try. If you've not heard of them, give them a try, have a look. Craig, I believe, works in IT, and his production and editing is very good, and I particularly have enjoyed the Normandy stuff because I went there in 1991, I think it was, and the places that they're visiting are bringing back memories of that. And my granddad served in the Second World War, and he was badly wounded at Caen not long after the D-Day landings. He was serving with the North Staffordshire Regiment at the time, and he was shot in the face by a sniper on the outskirts of town, I believe. And he survived. Lost quite a few teeth. He got patched up, they gave him a set of dentures, and he was back out in the field within weeks. So when I went, I was actually playing in a band at the time, and we'd been invited by some friends of ours to a concert in Paris. And those friends were Blur. If you've ever heard of the band Blur, they're the ones who did the big Britpop battle with Oasis. Well, we became quite friendly with Blur, and we used to get invited to their gigs when they were on tour, and we used to be able to get them free of charge. And they were playing a European tour and invited us to Paris, and it was handy because our drummer's mom had a little farmhouse in Normandy. So once we'd been to the gig at the L'Espace Club in Paris, we made our way to Normandy and visited all the beaches and museums and everything that we could fit in. And the Motourev tour is bringing all that back, and I'd like to go there again. So well done, guys. It's a good series of videos so far. I'm enjoying it, and if you haven't checked them out yet, I recommend you do. Just a couple of little niggles with the bike now that I'm getting used to it. Although this yoke arrangement is nice, it gives a good riding position. I'm a bit limited into where I could fit a phone mount or a sat-nav mount on the bars, whether they're perhaps, I don't know, if that plastic, if that insert comes out of the top of the stem there, that might give me a fixing point for one of those ones that fit in there and expand. We'll have a look and see. Excuse me, COVID. The only other thing is with the TFT, all the scrolling through the options and everything is done by the 2 buttons at the bottom of the TFT, which it's not a great thing, but it would be handy, let's say, if there was something on the switch gear just to scroll through, you know, your trips or your MPG and time, you know, time on the bike. We've got range on there, so yeah, so we've got range and miles per gallon and all those bits and pieces. It'd be good if you could scroll through those from the switch gear. It's not a game changer, but just one of those things that other bikes with TFT screens seem to have. But anyway, you know, this is built to a budget. It's pretty well equipped with the TFT as it stands. So anyway guys, just a little trip out to clock some miles up and to check this camera angle. Hopefully I've got it right, or somewhere near. So I'm going to clock off now. I'm not sure how much battery's left on this this drift, and I'll probably see you again soon, doing more of the same. So, until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment below. Help me out on the GoPro Hero 3 problem if you know anything. And until the next time, catch you later. See you in the next one. Ta-ra.